Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I may be a little bit late to talk about this, and you may have noticed this already, but I want to go over the Minotaur Super Raid today because I'm super excited and super glad that they finally implemented this. This is something that I've been waiting for, and a lot of players, I'm sure, have been waiting for even longer than I have, but I have some brand new champions that I need to upgrade with Minotaur, and I am glad that it is here for now. And that's kind of the downer side of that, is that it's not going to be around forever, it seems, and that it might be a temporary thing. Fingers crossed that they decide to leave it later on, but we won't know until it goes away. We're going to be talking about all that and more in today's video. But before I start, I want to talk about, if you haven't started playing Raid Shadow Legends yet, what are you waiting for? Get out from under that rock, download using the QR code in the top right or in the description down below to get Karato Fox Hunter, Legendary of the Shadowkin, for free. And also 3 amazing epics to go alongside him: Ugo, Lady Annabelle, and Fane at account level 10, 20, and 30. And until the end of August, you can use the promo code Demon Slayer to get Tholin Falbeard absolutely free on your account. Amazing character. I use him every single day in almost all of my content. So really great champion there to start your journey off. Now let's talk about, well, let's click on my, let's get my free epic book while we're here. Let's talk about the Minotaur. Right. So in the update, this happened on, I think it went live on Wednesday afternoon, depending on your time zone, Wednesday sometime, right? And you can go into Minotaur's Labyrinth. Now, I need to do a bit of a recap about Minotaur's Labyrinth. If you are a new player watching this video, the best thing to do, in my opinion, if you're not up to stage 15, would be to spend, as crazy as it sounds, spend the gems to unlock the masteries. Masteries are so important. They propel your character's damage and everything else by a significant margin. What I recommend is taking your best DPS character, one character that you're going to use to farm campaigns, 12-3 Brutal, which is what you want to aim for. So when I first started the game, this was Kale. Okay, so I ended up using Kale, which is I guess in my roster he would be like way over here in my blues, right? So that's Kale down here. And I spent the gems to get his masteries unlocked. Because until you can farm stage 15, that's what I would do. Because spending the energy to farm this is not as efficient unless you're able to do stage 15. Now, what I do, and this is just for me, some people like level grind on Minotaur, and I kind of do this a little bit. So some of you guys might know that I pulled Newt, not recently on my Prism Shards video. And so this is what I do, right? Is thankfully we have the Super Raid active now. But I take 4 characters who I already have their scrolls maxed. And then I put my 5th character in because that's the character, in this case, Newt. I'm calling him Newt, right? I don't know if I screwed it up. But he's the one that's going to be getting the scrolls. So I'm funneling all of the scrolls into him. I would like to kind of lower my clear time a lot faster. I think part of this might be Estrid takes actually a lot of time here using her abilities. And you just want to stack up probably like defense down and heavy DPS basically to kill this as fast as you possibly can. Now, what I've seen people do, and I don't really recommend this, but I've seen people use like fodder, like they're farming food while they're doing this. But you can't stop the scrolls though from going to the food, right? So that just doesn't seem efficient in my opinion. So there you see that Newt got 26 green scrolls. I got a clear time. That's pretty good. About 33 seconds is not bad. My best is 24 apparently. It doesn't matter that much to me, whether it's 20 seconds or 30 seconds. But I don't want to waste my multi battles on Minotaur either. It really depends on how many you have, but Minotaur is not something that I typically want to waste my multis on. That being said, now that the super raids are in, this makes a pretty big difference when it comes to using your multi battles, because you'll be using half as many to get your scrolls done. And at least with Newt, he has some that blessed bash. It's crazy damage. He's like level 27, and he's got like no gear, and he's still hitting pretty hard. It's pretty crazy. So this is, you can see here that max, and then it's being given to Newt. So I am super happy that they have this feature. The only downside to this is that it is time limited. So that's why I'm saying if you have characters that you need to do this with right now, make sure you get this in now. This is also part of the reason why I skipped the fusion event, because I have a lot of characters backlogged that I want to make sure that I finish up. And right now, that's why I'm spending a lot of my energy farming Minotaur with the character, my recent acquisitions, my characters that I want to build, because Minotaur scrolls and masteries are some of the most important stuff in the game. Like, you cannot avoid doing this. If you want to be serious with your characters in Raid Shadow Legends, you need to make sure that this stuff is maxed out. Right. So just to go to some of my characters, I'm going to my Tholan Foulbeard. Why masteries are so important. Some of you, who are not new to the channel or not new to Raid Shadow Legends probably know this, that War Master in the offense section is literally probably the best mastery in the game. This does so much additional damage to PvE bosses, that it's going to increase your DPS and your overall damage by a significant margin. Whether that's in clan boss, whether that's just in standard dungeon bosses, this is going to help significantly. That's why it is so important to make sure that your masteries are done. I guess my head's kind of hiding this stuff. I'll just lower that for right now, right? And different characters have different builds, so it really depends on what character you have. But the main thing that I see in the majority of my characters is War Master, War Master, War Master. I actually have Giant Slayer for some reason on Alice, but I probably should have Helm Splitter, to be honest. But I have this on like so many, not every character, but most characters have War Master. Like it is the most common that you would see when it comes to different champions. And so that's why making sure that you get this done is so important for Raid Shadow Legends. It's crazy, right? The amount of difference that this stuff makes is absolutely wild. But again, what I said is that it's not going to be around forever. So it's going to be around for, at least as of recording this video, it's going to be available for 3 weeks. And I'm a little bit disappointed that this isn't more than that they're making this like a special event. So what does that really mean? I don't know. Maybe someone else knows better than I do. I don't know what their intention is with this, and I don't know why they don't want to make this permanent. Maybe it will after this 3 weeks goes away and they get some feedback on that. But I think the reason why they drag their feet on Minotaur in the first place is because they know that people get lazy and they do buy and spend gems to get the masteries done. It's just a time thing, right? It's a time sink to have to either spend the energy, the multi-battles, whatever, on Minotaur, and that some people get really lazy and they'll go and buy gems to get that done. Now that's not me, right? I grind this crap out, but it's really important to know that you need this on every single character that you are going to seriously use, right? You want to get this finished. So no wonder why they've tried to monetize this over such a long period of time. Something that's been in the game since the beginning. I'm happy that they're finally doing this, but I'm kind of not happy that it might be temporary and why you need to get on this now. Because when it does go away, if it doesn't stay permanent, then this is going to be a big disappointment to a lot of players. Unless they bring this back on a regular occasion, right? Like, unless it's just 3 weeks now and there's a 2-week gap and they bring it back again for 3 weeks, something like that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that ends up going. As far as other content going in the game right now, we're just finishing up the final week of the Croak, whatever his name is. The what's his name again? I have some of his fragments. I didn't go very seriously on him though. Crocad, the Throat Ripper, right? I got 20 fragments. I might get like 30 by the time this ends, but I've been spending a lot of energy elsewhere for a lot of the new characters, and I'm going to be talking about in a separate video because I just got Mithrala. Or I just finished getting her. Now I'm waiting for Champion Chase to come out before I actually summon her. So that's going to be on Friday, and there's going to be a whole separate video for summoning for Nia. There's a new news for that one as well, which I am going to be doing on the weekend with Nelly. I think we're going duels for the Void Summon Party, which is going to be Niam, Spear of Nyresa of the Sylvan Watchers faction, who is incredibly powerful. It's a not a progressive chance. It's a flat 10x, I guess, for her, and it's going to be a 2x double drops for Void Shards. I do have quite a few. I think I have over 50 now, 51 Void Shards. So this is going to be a big party on the weekend for that. An amazing champion who I am going to be pulling for. So I just wanted to kind of like add this here at the end of the video because she's down here, and she's also Void. Yeah, she's not the Unity faction champion, but she's just incredibly powerful. Places a block damage buff on all allies for 1 turn at the start of the round each time she drops below 50%. So she could just go up above 50% and then multiple times, right? And this happens every single time. Absolutely wild. She heals based on her defense on a cooldown of 3, block debuffs. Like she has some really good, and she's got shields on all allies. Very good defensive champion. Decrease attack and crit rate on her A1. Pretty good character. So I am looking forward to trying to get her. She was pretty rare when she first came out, and we'll see whether or not, and I actually tried I think one time before. We'll see whether or not we get lucky again, or I think after getting Newt that my luck has kind of ran out, but we'll have to find out. Also, I think my Void Mercy might be coming up soon. I haven't been tracking it, and I only hit it one time with Yakarl the Scourge. He's the only legendary that I have actually pulled out of a Void Shard in my roster. Con Branchbreaker I did an event for. And Arbiter, of course, doesn't count. So I think that I might be getting lucky if I pull enough Void Shards. So we'll have to find out on the weekend. Some more videos to come here on the Boilon Raid Shadow Legends channel, of course. I just wanted to kind of let people know about what's going on. Make sure that you don't delay on the Minotaur farming because it's going to be absolutely critical. That's it for now, but before I go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Get out from under that rock and download using the QR code in the top right or in the link in the description below to get yourself Karato Fox Hunter for free and 3 other amazing epics to go alongside him. Ugo, Lady Annabelle, and Thane at account level 10, 20, and 30. And also don't delay with the promo code Demon Slayer to get yourself Thol and Foulbeard of the Dwarf faction absolutely free. That's it for now, everyone, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.